While most people know who El Chapo is, there's this man hiding in the shadows who is said to be the new Chapo Guzman, and his name is El Mencho. El Mencho is a notorious drug lord leading the world's authorities to be on high alert. From humble beginnings to becoming the leader of the CJNG cartel, his story is one of power, wealth, and unimaginable violence. Join us as we discover the truth behind one of the most feared men in Mexico. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, is the leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, also known as the CJNG. He's considered one of the most dangerous drug lords in Mexico. The CJNG controls a vast territory that spans from the Pacific coast to the Gulf of Mexico. They're known for their brutality, and their influence is growing. The cartel's foot soldiers are heavily armed and are not afraid to use their weaponry. CJNG members have been responsible for numerous killings, including police officers, soldiers, and rival gang members. Early life. But who is El Mencho? He was born in the small town of Aguililla in the state of Michoacan. El Mencho was raised by a low-income family who farmed avocados. His 5 brothers were Juan, Miguel, Antonio, Marn, and Abraham. And in the 5th grade, he left school to work. He began watching over marijuana plantations at the age of 14. But a few years later, he realized that he wanted more, and in the 1980s, he fled his country and moved illegally to California. He used a variety of identities and surnames, including Ruben Villa, Jose Lopez Prieto, Miguel Valadez, Carlo Hernandez Mendoza, and Robert Salgado, among others, so that he could hide his identity in the United States. In a news release dated April 2015, the U.S. Treasury Department stated that he had been actively engaged in narcotics trafficking since the 1990s. He was given a 3-year jail term in 1994 for conspiring to distribute heroin by the Northern District of California of the U.S. District Court. After being freed, he went back to Mexico and worked as a policeman in the Jalisco cities of Cabao Corrientes and Tomatlan. But eventually, he would quit the police force to join the Milenio cartel and carry on with his drug dealing. El Mencho first contributed to the hit squad that guarded Armando El Maradona Valencia Cornelio. Then, he joined the Milenio Cartel Alliance with Capo Ignacio Nacho Coronel Villarreal of the Sinaloa Cartel. In Jalisco and Colima, this organization served as the Sinaloa Cartel's enforcers and moved drugs, handled finances, and controlled law enforcement. In 2010, the Milenio Cartel had broken into 2 factions following the death of Nacho Coronel and the capture of its leader, Jose Orlando Nava Valencia, alias El Lobo, leaving behind Los Torcidos and La Resistencia. These 2 factions engaged in a conflict over who would rule the drug trade in Jalisco, with Los Torcidos developing into the current CJNG under the leadership of El Mencho. El Mencho and the CJNG. El Mencho is known for being a reclusive figure. He's rarely seen in public and little is known about his personal life. But just how rich is he? It's hard to put an exact figure on his wealth, but in an interview with Univision in 2019, Kyle Morey, the leader of the DEA squad tasked with finding El Mencho, said that he thought El Mencho had a net worth somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion. The CJNG is possibly one of Mexico's most prosperous criminal organizations, thanks to El Mencho. The organization is thought to have assets worth roughly $50 billion, according to the government. This achievement was shared with his brother-in-law Abigail Gonzalez Valencia, the leader of the CJNG-affiliated Los Queenies drug cartel. El Mencho's ability to anticipate market and customer shifts contributed to some of his success in the trade of drugs. The CJNG initially made methamphetamine, but when consumer demand shifted, he switched to producing heroin. If you like our video so far, consider subscribing to the channel by clicking the red button. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. This helps our channel a lot, so thanks! Properties of El Mencho. The CJNG is known for their lavish lifestyles. They drive luxury cars, wear expensive clothes, and live in mansions. And El Mencho is no exception. He reportedly owns several properties, including a mansion in the Mexican state of Jalisco. The property is said to have a private zoo, complete with tigers and lions. It's also rumored to have a large swimming pool and a helicopter pad. El Mencho is also known for his love of luxury cars. He's said to own a Lamborghini and a Mercedes-Benz G-Class SUV. But cars aren't the only luxury that El Mencho enjoys. He's also rumored to have a private jet, which he uses to travel around the world. And if that wasn't enough, he's also rumored to own a yacht. The yacht is said to be 100 feet long and is equipped with all the latest amenities. The CJNG is also known for their love of parties. They've been known to throw extravagant events, complete with live music and dancing. The cartel is also known for their use of cash. They reportedly pay their foot soldiers in cash, and they've been known to stash their money in secret locations. But despite their wealth, the CJNG and El Mencho have also faced numerous setbacks. Law enforcement agencies around the world are targeting them. Authorities reportedly seized many of El Mencho's businesses during the past several years. In addition to more than 100 Japanese eateries, shopping centers, newspapers, real estate, a tequila brand that attempted to export to Europe, gold bars, and even a ranch with exotic creatures like a Bengal tiger and endangered birds, he also lost opulent houses built on Mexico's Pacific coast. But one thing is clear, he's extremely powerful. The CJNG is believed to be one of the wealthiest drug cartels in the world. They make their money by trafficking drugs, including methamphetamine, fentanyl, and cocaine, and alleged human trafficking. The cartel's activities have caught the attention of law enforcement agencies around the world. The US government has offered a $10 million reward for information leading to El Mencho's capture. Despite numerous attempts to take him down, the drug kingpin remains at large. His influence continues to spread, and his name strikes fear into the hearts of those who oppose him. The story of El Mencho and the CJNG is a cautionary tale about the dangers of drug trafficking. Their violence and brutality have caused untold damage, and their influence continues to grow. Alleged death. It was revealed in 2020 that El Mencho has kidney illness and has actually built a hospital in the community of El Alcawal so he can get treated for the disease. Furthermore, there are unconfirmed claims that surfaced in February 2022 saying that El Mencho had passed away from respiratory arrest while receiving treatment in an upscale Guadalajara hospital. The Mezcales, also known as the Cartel Independiente de Colima, and likely led by El Mencho supporter Jose Bernabe Brizuela Meraz, alias La Vaca, soon supported the story of his death by posting "Narco Mantas" messages around Colima. La Vaca is said to have left the CJNG as a result of El Mencho's passing. A drug kingpin's life is equally fascinating and terrifying, so don't miss out on our video about El Chapo Guzman. We'll see you in our next video, and always remember, Invictus Luxury, for people who want more.